Hello and welcome to another C programming tutorial. Today we'll be looking at constant in C. I am FlexTech. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Today we'll be looking at constant in C. What is constant in C? Well, constant in C is a value that cannot be altered during program execution. They encapsulate fixed value like the speed of light or the number of days in a week. We have two types of constant in C. Some people might tell you there are four types of constant in C, but we are all in the same line. The While I chose two types of constant in C is that they are broken into what? We into four sections. Like we have the numeric constants, which is broken into two sections. We also have the character constant, which is also broken down into what? Two sections, each making it four constants in C. Moving on, I like to tell you about what the numeric constant. Now, under the numeric constant, we have the integer constant, which is used to represent whole numbers. And the types include decimal, octa, and hexadecimal. Decimal integer constant, they are written using what? 0 through 9. Each we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Note, for the decimal integers, it's not started with, we can't have something like this. We can't have something like 0, 1, 2, 3. No, it's wrong. So we can have something like, let's say 190, 50, 1, 2, 3, but it can't start with 0, 2, 3, but or 0 whatever. It is wrong. So we have another one. We have the octa integer constant under the numerical constant, written using 0 through 7 and start with a leading 0, e.g. we have the 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. So just like I told you, in the decimal integers we can have a number starting with what? 0, but here in this octa integer we can have a number starting with 0. You have 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 0 whatever, and so have you. So it is written with 0 through 7. Now, still under the numeric constant, we have the hexadecimal integer constant. It is written using 0 through 9 and letters 8 through 7. The letters starts where the integer 9 stops. That means we don't have anything in hexadecimal, we don't have anything like 10. So from 0 to 9, you start 10, A represent 10, B represents 11, C represents 12, and so have you through what? 15. So, like I said, it is written using 0 through 9 and letters 8 through F, starting with a leading 0x, that's a small letter R, and 0x, that is a big letter, that is a capital letter X. Example, we have something like 183 and 235 and 9F. Now, moving forward, let's talk about what? The float constant. So moving to floating point constant, it is used to represent three numbers, can be written in decimal or exponential notation. Decimal floating point constants are written using digits, a decimal point, and an optional exponent. For example, we have 3.14, 6.022, we have 6.0. Still under floating point constant, um, let's go to the exponential floating point constant. So the floating point constant use the small letter e or the capital letter e to indicate what? Exponent, and it is written using and this something like this: 6.02, then the exponent character 23, then 7.14 is an example of using the capital letter S. Either way, if you use the small letter or the capital letter, it works just fine. So that is all for the words, the numeric words constant constant in C. So let's go to the character um the character constant in C. The character constant in C is also divided into two, where we have the single character and the string constant and the string constant. Now let's look at the single character constant. The single character constant is used to represent individual characters, and it is written using single quotes, as you can see, single quote like this, enclosing a single character. For example, we have the capital letter A, and we also have the digit 5 enclosing what in a single quote. Now, this is a character. It is a single word character. That this the type of what we call the single character constant. Let's look at words the string constant. Okay, the string constant represents sequence of characters written using double quotes, as you can see, enclosing one or more characters, e.g., we have hello text, and we have the one, two, three enclosing what in a quote, in a double quote. If you do something like this, this is a what? This is a string constant. This is a string. But if you do something like using just the single quote, now this is what a character, any single character enclosed in a single quote is what is a single character constant. But if we use the double quotes, it is a what? It is a string. So far, we've talked about words, the two types of constants we have in C. We have talked about the numeric constants, we have talked about the character constant, and under the numeric constants, we've talked about the integer constant and the float constant. Under the character constant as well, we've talked about the single character constant and the string constant. Now, let's go to declaring what? Constant in C. Now, if we wish to declare constant in C, we can declare constants in C using words, using the const keyword, or we use the define directive, the defined keyword, which is what? A symbolic constant. Now let me show you an example. Okay, let's come down here. I'll first of all show you how to use the const keyword. Now, if you were to do normal without doing using a constant, if you were to declare a normal variable, for example, I want to declare a variable a equal to, it's an int variable equal to what? 5. Are you getting it? Then let me say print f. Okay, send d for integer. Then we say a. Then let's run it. It will give us words 5 as the output, as you can see. Okay, then that means this integer can be what? It can be modified. I can say a equal to 10 and I run it. If I run it now, a will not be 5, a will now be what? Equal to what? 10. Okay, you see a is now 10. But if I declare this int a, if I declare it a const with the const keyword, const int a, I cannot modify a. If I say a equal to 10, it will give error. here. Let's run it. You see, now there's error here. As you can see, error assignment of read-only variable. Now, the const keyword makes the variable a to be what? Read-only. You cannot modify it. That is, it will be that variable will be like that for till throughout the execution of that product program. You cannot what? Modify it. So without the const keyword, we can modify the variable a, but with the const keyword, we cannot what? Change the value of the what? That variable. We can also declare variable using words. The define directive, that is the symbolic construct way that we can do something like this. Okay, hash define. Then we'll say a equal to 20. Mind you, we are not going to put the equal to sign, just say define a. Now, this value 20 is assigned to what? This what? Uh, this variable a. So the value 20 is assigned to this variable a. This is how we do it. So if you want to print a, we'll come here and say a. A will not give us 20. So let me clean this. A will then give us what? 20. When we run it, you see we'll get what? 20 as a what? Output. As you can see, 20 is the output. So if we try to modify a, it will still give us error. Let's assume we say a equal to 10, and we run it, we get an error here. You see error, high value requires left operand assignment. So we cannot what? Modify what? A constant what? Value or a constant variable. That's all for this tutorial. In my next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to declare a variable and different types of variable we have. Please like and subscribe to this video. Bye.